We're back, Pat O'Melia here, Jersey City Show. You concerned Jersey City resident? Something we need to get concerned of is what we call Class 15D exemptions. What are they? They're basically religious exemptions here in Jersey City. Churches, religious school, any property owned by a religious organization, institution, archdiocese, and all that thing. The one I'm going to talk about in particular here is St. John's School, located on Kennedy Boulevard and St. Paul's Avenue. My former alma mater. Went there until I was 14, where they unceremoniously kicked me out just because I ran over some girl twice. Boys had to play in the street, the girls were in the schoolyard, ran through the schoolyard playing tag, ran into Kathleen Limpkin, got yelled at. A couple days later, same scenario. And what are the odds I would run into the same girl twice? But I did. So, off to PS23 school, which is Gundy Elementary now. Well, St. John's the Baptist Church closed St. John's School, I guess about 3 years ago or so. And there was nothing going on there. And the Healy administration, through their tax department, discovered that they weren't in the school business anymore. And they removed the exemption because it was no longer teaching, and the exemption is for religion. There was nothing going on there. So unless there's some activity that goes along with religion, the exemption was removed, and they went on the tax rolls. Well, they started getting some tax bills, and they were kind of like ignoring them. So what the heck is this? Throw that away, throw it away, throw it away. And then the city was going to put a lien on them. So the archdiocese and the head priest there at St. John's decided to get in touch with the city and ask for the reinstatement. And that's going before the city council. I'll be talking at that city council meeting this upcoming Wednesday. I don't have a problem with religious institutions having exemptions here on their property taxes in the city of Jersey City, provided they're in the business of religion and they serve the local community. Now, in the case of St. John's, the Baptist, it's brick and mortar church, beautiful church there on Kennedy Boulevard. But they rented the school to the Golden Door Charter School. Now, the Golden Door Charter School, I'm sure, can receive a tax exemption. It is a school. Now, what St. John's is doing is looking to reinstate their exemption, the Class 15D. See, there's the rub. They rented this school to the Golden Door Charter School. It's probably a triple net lease where they're responsible for everything, any upgrades. If you go by St. John's School or Golden Door, you'll see all new windows, all new doors. School's got a lot of facelifts. From what I understand, the Golden Door had to pay for all that because of a triple net lease. Now, St. John's wants their exemption under religious. Can't happen because Golden Door Charter School is not a religious organization. How is the city council going to vote on this? Interesting. Do you extend a religious exemption to a school, a building that's being used as a charter school? Not a religious charter school, a public charter school. Of course not. So the city council is going to have to vote this down. Now, I don't want to look at, I'm just targeting St. John's School. We need to look at, I think we have, where's my notes here? We have 577 Class 15 exemptions. Now, it's amazing. These churches have, and religious institutions, a ton of property, vacant lots that are all exempt. Like St. John's the Baptist here is on Kennedy Boulevard, but they have properties on Ocean Avenue that are residential that they're collecting rents from. Ocean Avenue is pretty far from the school and the church. How can these exemptions be there? These are abuses of this. And it's not like 100 years ago. These are huge tax properties that should be having some ratables to it. The problem here in Jersey City, if they're not paying the ratables to the municipality, it goes on mom and pop. And it's you who are paying that. Again, I don't have a problem if it's a religious exemption and there's actually a religious operation going on. But that's not the case with the school. And the thing with the Catholic schools, they've been closing them left and right in Jersey City. Oh, enrollment's down, boom, we're going to close it, we're losing money. Best thing for them is to close it and put a charter school in there. They don't have to pay salaries, they don't have to pay benefits, they don't have to do anything. They're getting a nice check every month. They're not paying school salaries, teacher salaries. This is win-win-win for the church. But it's got to be some win-win-win for the city here. Like I said, if the school can get an exemption, fine with that. We need to start looking at that. What we have here is an abuse of that exemption. We have abuse of religious school. There's a pattern going on here where they keep closing them. We need to look at all 577 of these exemptions, Class 15D. And I guess it starts with my church. I was married in that church, went to school, received communion in that church, made my communion in that church. It's unfortunate, but it has to start somewhere. If you're going to have a religious exemption, then that property has to be in the business of religion. And that's not the case with the old St. John's School. That now is the Golden Door Charter School. And like I said, the charter school wants to get an exemption, that's fine. But that's something we got to start looking at all the way around with the religious exemptions. Let the feds give the exemption from the city. Why does the city have to give out the exemption? Again, this isn't 100 years ago. Something we need to look into. All right, we're going to break for commercial. We'll be right back.